A busy day two for the Chicago Bears in the draft. They took care of rounds 2 and 3. Let's take a look at what the Bears did. For me, it's about trying to fill holes on this depth chart. And one of the things that the Bears really need to look at is defense. They did that on Friday. So Gervon Dexter is defensive tackle from Florida. He can play a one technique or a three technique. He's also very good in a 4-3 scheme. A 2-year starter with Florida. He has a second effort relentlessness when it comes to trying to get after the quarterback and trying to sack the quarterback. He's good in the one or the three technique. Also very good at stopping the run. It's one thing to find a player that can do one thing well, but when I look at Dexter, here's a guy here that's been in multiple schemes while playing college football. It's certainly something that's really needed for this Bears defense. When you think about 20 sacks for the Bears last year, no, you need a defensive line that can get after the quarterback. Quarterbacks' uniforms were too clean against the Bears defense. Gervon Dexter definitely can fill the bill there from Florida. How about Tyrique Stevenson? Tyrique Stevenson is a corner from Miami, third team all ACC player, a really aggressive corner, a guy that's very good as far as a zone defender is concerned, solid agility. When you look at that secondary, you say, well, it's short up, right? No, you got to think about the next generation of secondary players for the Chicago Bears team. I think Tyrique Stevenson from Miami, again, a really good player, raw, but can be able to help this Bears defense, if not now, but definitely in the future. I mean, the secondary gave up too many plays last year. If you watch the Bears and you saw that when the ball's in the air, the corners of the secondary are looking way over here or way over there. Like, that's just not going to get it done. So hopefully they'll get younger and better at that spot with Tyrique Stevenson. Here's another guy in Zacch Pickens. Now, here's a guy here. He started all 3 years from his time at South Carolina. A guy here that is very good at splitting the double teams, also rushes the passer very well. We talk about a raw athlete, though, because sometimes if he's double teamed or if there's a solid offensive lineman in front of him, has a hard time trying to shed blocks at times. That's what I'm reading here about Zacch Pickens. But again, you got to be able to shore up this defense. And I think the Bears were able to do that in day 2 of the draft. So what do you think of the choices that the Bears made, and what else do the Bears need to do in the draft? All I know is that from day 1, the choice that they made to try to shore up the offensive line, to try to help Justin Fields, I'm all for, and the defense has to be able to be reimagined. It's got to be aggressive. If not this upcoming season, next few years, hopefully Ryan Poles will solidify that, because you can throw money at free agents and say, come in here for a couple of years and help us. But really, if you're going to build this the right way, draft well, develop, and have these guys be anchors for your defense for the next 5, 6, 7 years, hopefully to a championship. So what do you think of what the Bears have done so far? Bear down.